Hey there. How are you? Thanks for clicking on this. So look at my Star Wars collection. Now this isn't the whole thing. This is I'm going to start off with things that arrived recently in the past few weeks. I'm going to start at the right here. That's Han Solo, the original 1977 one. The original one with the big head. It looks blurry. I don't know what's up with that. Is that better? He's complete. He's got his gun. We'll see his smaller headed counterpart in a bit. This next guy is it's Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing pilot outfit. He came with the wrong gun, this little blue blaster at his feet here. However, I do need that gun anyway for someone else. That was actually why I bought this orange guy. I already have him, right? But when he arrived in the mail, I noticed he was a little different than the other one I have. The other one has his stance is wider. So this is a variant. So he was saved from the double pile, aka the soon-to-be for sale pile. All right, so next up is this guy in the gray outfit. He is is AT-AT commander, I think. No, because there's an AT-AT. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank on what that, he's from Empire Strikes Back. He's complete. The gun here, called the Bespin Blaster. So he's from, I can't remember if he's something to do with AT-ATs or if he's one of the, more star guys, up in space on a spaceship. Whatever, let's move on. This figure right here is Klaatu in his skiff guard outfit. I also have him in his, I guess, palace, Jabba's palace outfit or something. Complete with his, I forgot, it's a something, vibro staff, I think, maybe. So at his feet is this little black gun, a blaster. I forgot what the name of the blaster is, but this particular blaster goes to names like Nien or something, Nunba, I don't know. We'll see all these people later. Next up, this little gray blaster right here. Let's get a look at the other side too. That's the blaster that belongs to the Biker Scout, who I have and we'll see later. I like that repetitiveness. Next up, we're going to focus on this hood and a pike staff. I don't know, what is that? Is it it's similar to the Sand Person's thingy. I forgot what it's called exactly. Maybe it's a pike. I don't know. Whatever. It belongs to the Rancor Keeper. Now my Rancor Keeper will be complete. And speaking of the Rancor Keeper, here's a trading card. It's the Rancor. This is a trading card in a little protector thingy. Back of it. So this is from probably 1983. It's based off Return of the Jedi. Smaller than, it's more along the line size-wise of those old baseball cards that came with tobacco, like they were usually oriented this way. Like the most valuable card, I don't know if it still is, what was that guy's name? Horace or Honus Wagner? Whatever. Anyway, this is a Swedish card. Starnornaskrig TM trademark. I probably mispronounced that. And the company that produced this was called Nelba. So that's a nice little edition. Non-figure, non-toy edition, right? So these last two dudes here, the Bespin security guard and the Bespin Han Solo, they were in the double pile. However, when I received this guy and Mr. Orange here, I noticed he was a variant. I rechecked my double pile. Most of them I'd say most of them weren't variants, but these two were. This Han Solo here, different stance. The other one I have wider stance. I think those are the only variants on him anyway. This Bespin security guard, he's got, I think his face is a different color, like a different shade, and his hands are definitely different. All of my variants have, or at least the ones here, Orange, Bespin, and Bespin hand, have the same country of origin stamp on them. Anyhow, so that's part one, the ones I just received. Now let's take a look at the rest, and these guys will be added to it. I'm gonna pause it and put them where I want them amongst the others. All right, so there it is. This is where my Star Wars stuff resides. Let's get a closer look. They're arranged in a kind of an order here. We'll start up here in front of this Darth Vader carrying case, which is, all this stuff is like vintage, right? No 90s or beyond stuff. All right, so there's the carrying case, and in front of and under it is your Darth Vaders and your Darth Vader Emperor. What are you? The Imperial forces, right? So we have the Imperial Guard lacking his pike, a complete stormtrooper. We're going left to right here. That next guy, I think he's the AT-AT pilot, commando, something. Like earlier, mixing him up with this guy or something, whatever. Next up, this dude. complete with his blaster, the TIE fighter pilot. Then we have the Hoth Snow Trooper. I have his gun, but not his, it's called a skirt, right? It's a skirting. Then we have the biker scout from the Endor Forest battle, right? He's got his blaster there now. This is the Death Star droid at the end. Then we have, with his retractable lightsaber, big evil bad boy Darth Vader, right? Then we have the Emperor. That's not his weapon. That weapon's actually broken as well, but I don't have his cane. This guy with the big bulbous helmet, is he the Death Star commander? I think, right? Then this guy who we saw earlier, who I cannot, whatever he is, right? AT-AT or something, I don't know. This guy, I think, is the Imperial Commander, complete. I had an extra one of his guns, which can also go with IG-88, who we'll be seeing, and who else can it go with? I think that's the only other guy with that particular blue. Yeah. So IG-88 already has 2 weapons anyway, so I let him dual wield, right? Dual wield. He's using the crossfire technique. See that? Cross lasers, right? So next up, these are the bounty hunters. So they're from, Empire Strikes Back was their first appearance, right? To the left to right here is it Dengar? I think so. With his rifle. This next dude, complete with his gun. The same gun I have in the Emperor's hand, except his isn't broken. Along with his little robe thing and pouch thingy that goes over it. Then there's Boba Fett, who I'd say is I'm not sure if he's my favorite figure, Star Wars wise, right? Or if Yoda is. It's a toss up. So there he is, complete with a blaster. His arm's a little loose, but I'm quite pleased to have him, right? So he's on a stand too. I was having a hard time getting to stand up. Then this reptile man, snake man or whatever, reptile guy. Oh, what's his name? Bosk. There's either 2 S's or... Yeah, I forgot. Bosk, anyway, there he is. Now this guy is a robot. And I can't recall his name at the moment. Whatever his name is, there he is. Forlom. That's Forlom. When they the packaging had their names mixed up, so he was called Forlom erroneously, and he was called the name I can't recall erroneously. Next up is another robot, IG-88. He's complete. He came with 2 guns. I think he's the only one to come with 2 guns. So that's those bounty hunters. They're all complete. Below them are various Oh, they're from the first movie. Tatooine guys, mostly. Whether they were in the desert or in that bar scene or whatnot. We've got Greedo. I don't have his gun yet. He's apparently, was he left-handed in the movie? Because that's the, whatever, onward. The Sand Person, complete. He's got his cape. Gaffy stick, I think, is what that thing is called. That looks pretty much pretty similar to Rancor Keeper's thing. Next up is the power droid that became known, well, it's GNK something, also known as Gonk. That's complete. It didn't come with any accessories. Got all the stickers on it. Next up is the Jawa. He's, and this Gonk thing, I believe, appeared in the Jawas had some. It appears in other, I think, all three Star Wars movies, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not exactly an expert on it. Anyhow, he's incomplete. He's supposed to have a blaster that's unique to him, both color and design-wise, right? So I had a spare. Well, not so much spare. It's a lightsaber that belongs to Jedi Knight Luke, who I don't have. So I thought the Jawa looked pretty good with that. Next up is that robot, kind of a bipedal. Well, not kind of, it actually is bipedal. As is, well, that Gonk is bipedal. Their legs are a little more rigid. But whatever, it's similar to R2-D2. It's called, what's that guy's name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, he appeared with the Jawas. Remember, he had an interaction with R2. Then we have Snaggletooth, the regular one. There's a more expensive blue Snaggletooth, who's also, I think, taller, right, and has boots and stuff. He's incomplete, so I gave him an extra rifle that I had. Next up is Walrus Man with his orange thing on. I forgot what his, he's got a more serious Ponda Baba, maybe Pondo Baba, something like that. He's the guy that gets his his arm cut off in the cantina by Obi-Wan. Then there's Walrus Man. Not Walrus Man, Hammerhead, complete with his gun, as is Pondo Bobo or whatever. I believe he appeared in the bar as well, right? And did Snaggletooth appear in the bar? I think Snaggletooth might have a more serious name as well. So those guys, the rest of the groupings are more along the lines of all bad, all good. They're a little more. Greedo's pretty bad, right? If you want to call bounty hunters bad. So maybe he should be up with the bounty hunters, but he's, whatever. Maybe I don't know if there's space. He should go in the middle, right? Because he was the OG bounty hunter, and he's dead, right? So the Sand People are kind of bad, right? Although, if you watch those prequels, they explain why they have a bad attitude. I guess a Gonk is more neutral. Jawas are a little bad, right? They kind of, they steal, but they're more on the, I don't know, I'm not an expert. From what I gather, they're not actually evil. Well, and then again, these are like, he's a species, so maybe there's good ones, bad ones, whatever. This robot, I guess, is generally neutral, right? Then what's Snaggletooth? I think he's good, but I don't know. I think that he was more of a... I think they made him good after the fact, you know, in later literature. I think he was just in the background. Pondo there's pretty bad. Walrus Man, I don't know if he's good or bad. I can't remember. Alright, so let's move down to the down and to the left. Next up will be the main good guys, right? And the first set of good guys we're gonna say are like, I'm trying to go with the earliest versions. We have Obi-Wan. I don't have his saber. It's one of those retractables like Darth Vader. Next up is Bespin Fatigues Luke Skywalker. So I don't have Farm Boy Luke, which is a 77 one. So if I do get Farm Boy, he'll go there, and Bespin Luke will go with the other Bespin types in front of Bespin Luke, who is incomplete. We have Yoda, complete, the more common orange snake one. The orange snake and lighter brown cane. Eye-wise, there's a lot of eye variations. I'm not going to get too much into variants here, but Yoda, like I said, probably my favorite, either him or Boba. I guess he's my favorite good guy. Boba's the bad guy. Next up is Anakin Skywalker, who I'm guessing he's a ghost, right? So he's part of the Pursuit of the Force line. Let me think here, I'll explain a little. So you had your Star Wars movie and the associated figures in like 77. Well, really 78 was when people were able to buy them or receive them in the mail with a certificate they bought the previous year. So then Empire comes out and there's a next wave. Return of the Jedi comes out, there's the next wave. And it reflects it on the packaging, right? So, in 84, they decided to bring another line out called Pursuit of the Force. They were all characters that appeared, I believe, in the Return of the Jedi. There were 17 of them. They're also known as the Last 17. Although they did subsequently release a line of figures for the Droids cartoon and a line of figures for the Ewoks cartoon. Anyhow, they're very, very expensive, except for this Anakin guy. He's the only one I have of the Pursuit of the Force line. That's pretty cool to have him. I believe he was mail order only. Next to him is Princess Leia, the original one, the one that she appeared in, in the first movie for most of it, right? Did she do an outfit change for the final scene? I think so. I can't remember, though. So we have the two Jedi trainers of Luke, Anakin flanked by his children. Then we have R2-D2, the sensor scope version, which is actually from the Empire line. And I do have the 70s, whatever, the first one without it. But I thought that one's a little cooler, so I put it with up here. So behind him, we have Chewbacca with his bowcaster. Although it is broken, it's supposed to have a little thing that sticks out and goes down over his arm. And he's wearing a bag. This is likewise not the original C-3PO. It's the 1980, the later one that comes apart, and he came with a net bag. So you can reenact that scene or whatever. So we'll see the 7071 later. I just thought that fit better. Whatever. There's Big Head Han Solo, who we saw earlier with his blaster. Then we have Lando Calrissian. The runner of Cloud City. He used to be a bounty hunter. He's the buddy of Han Solo, right? Even though he had to sell him out, but he was in a rock and a hard place, and he went and helped save him, whatever. Next up is, so we went from original guys to Bespin, right? Bespin dudes. So next to Lando is his pal, Lobot. That's his name, right? Complete with his blaster. Whoops. He's the dude with the equipment on his head there. I'll fix that later, the gun situation. So there's Ugnaught, a guy that appears in Cloud City. He's incomplete. I don't have his... It's a little case, like a carrying case, almost a briefcase. And also his little bib here, which is removable and made of cloth, is the wrong color. It's purple. It should be blue. It's a common thing that happens to them. Apparently, they change color over time into purple. Perhaps due to sunlight or something, whatnot. Next up is the Cloud Car pilot. He's complete. He's one of the rare ones that comes with two handheld things, let alone two things at all, right? He's got a little blaster, the same one that TIE Fighter pilot comes with, and he's got that round communicator thing. Pretty nifty. And the Cloud Car is this orange thing, right? Pretty cool. The only vehicle I have opens up here. Pow. He should be in it, right? But I think I want him like in a line, right? So then we have the Bespin security guard. This is the African-American one. He's complete. He's even got nice gold still. See the gold trim? It often is rubbed off or something. So here's the other Bespin security guard. Uh, he's also complete. There's several variations of his mustache. This is the longest mustache. There's one that's slightly longer, not slightly longer, slightly shorter. And there's one that's like short, that doesn't come down, right? And then in addition to that, there's other variations with hands and colors of their red sleeves and so forth. We'll see a variant at the end of the figure thing here. So more Bespins. We've got Bespin Leia, incomplete. I don't have her blaster. However, I have her cape, which has a tear. Whoops. Hard to see. I put a little piece of tape on it, and it's sort of doing the trick. Next to her, C-3PO, the 77 originals. Likewise, the original R2-D2. Then we have the wide stance version of Bespin Han Solo. There he was just before he got, carbonized. Or put into a carbon thingy or whatnot. So when I get, or if and when I get a Farm Boy Luke, Bespin Luke will be coming down here. Next up is the Hoth good guys. Well, mostly. Well, I guess we'll start with the Wampa. He's the only big creature type thing I have. There's the Tauntaun and the Dewback and the Rancor and Jabba and a few others maybe. There he is. Pretty awesome. So he's like bad in the sense that you don't want to encounter him, but I guess they're not really evil, right? They're more animal. Anyhow, some in front of him, we'll start over here. Hoth Rebel Commander, I think, is this dude. Then there's Hoth Han Solo with that blaster. Then there's Hoth Rebel Soldier, complete with his blaster. He's not actually pointing it at the Wampa. And there's the Wampa. Go down. Two robots had appeared in the Hoth base. Medical droids. This one, I cannot remember what it's called. Is it X something? I can't remember. This guy, I also... That other one's complete. It didn't come with anything. These white things can come out. This guy's lacking his staff. This 3-1B or something. I can't remember. Maybe that's right. So now we're gonna... Oh, so some Hoth guys had to go down there or whatever. Oh no, I think I might have... Never mind, I think... Well, this might be upside down. I might have to fix it. So stand up. Good enough for now, right? Now, instead of going to the next robot, I'm going to go down to the far end here. The other end, rather, whatever. We've got A-Wing pilot. This dude, he's incomplete. He's supposed to have a blaster. There's Nian Nunby, or whatever his name is, with his blaster. So this next section, I guess, is, well, there's 4 of them. I'm going to call pilots. They're not necessarily from the same movie, right? I don't think so, anyway. I don't remember where A-Wing Pilot appeared, to be honest, and I don't remember which line it came from, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, pilots or stuff like that. There's that orange Luke. That's the wide stance one, right? There's Admiral Akbar. I fit him in with the pilots, right? He's complete. He's got that staff thing, whatever that is. His pointy stick or something. He'll smack you with it. Next up is the 2 Ewoks I have. I don't remember what their names are. Is one of them Law Gray? I can't remember. I should have wrote them down, right? Next up, we have people that made an appearance in Jabba's palace. We have Yak Face, who I believe, of course, he probably has a serious name. Re-Eyes, that's it. Re-Eyes, something like that. He's complete with his rifle. Then I have Incomplete Squid Head. I think his real name is Lee Quay or something, maybe. No, I can't remember. Whatever. He's lacking his gun. He's lacking everything. Gun, like a cloak and some other piece of clothing and a belt. Next up is the Gamorrean Guard. He's complete. He's got his axe. Here's previously seen items on the Rancor Keeper. Now on the Rancor Keeper. Whatever. That probably wasn't a good sentence, but whatever. We have Bib Fortuna, Jabba's servant with the tentacles. He's complete. Got his staff and his cloak and something else that he wears, some chest plate. Next up is Cy Snoodles, the singer of the Max Rebo band. A female, right? She's got her microphone. She's complete. This next guy is Wee Quay, one of his guards, right? Then we have Klaatu, the palace version, complete, as is Wee Quay. They're both wielding things called vibro axes, as is this disguised Lando Calrissian. He's got a vibro axe. So I said they were mostly group good, bad. Well, he had to fit in there, right? He's undercover. He's got his staff and his removable removable helmet. There he is. Uh-oh. For now, right? So before we move on to the Klaatu, who we already saw, right? Then we'll close it out. There's Nikto is it, with an O. He's lacking his staff or whatever it is. And there's the torture droid. He's complete. He didn't come with any accessories. One of the guys that's poking out, messing up R2 or C3PO or something. So before I move on to the variants, which I have 5 of, I've got 12 minutes. Hopefully I can get this over with before the camera dies. Back to Lando. So this is Lando Calrissian. Notice he's got teeth, like he's smiling. We'll see his variant without the teeth soon. So variants. We'll discuss what they're standing in front of in a moment. There's that other, we already saw him, right? Pilot Luke with a narrow stance. The paint on his those black things that stick out, I think that might be a little different as well. Then we have Bespin Luke with narrow stance. There's small-headed original Han Solo. There's Lando. No smile, no teeth, all business. He's complete. The previous 3 variants lack their weapons. Likewise, the other one's complete. So he's got his gun, his Bespin blaster there, and his cape. Then we have my variant white guy guard Bespin dude, right? His hands are a different color. I'm not sure. I think even his wristbands maybe, and his face might be a different shade. So that's all the figures. Before I move on to the stuff on the wall there, let's look at these. I didn't have anywhere else to put these PVC figures, really. Oh, I skipped someone and something. Ooh. Salacious Crumb. I have him with the, well, he's Jabba's little buddy, right? He came with Jabba the Hutt. And I've got Jabba's bowl, or whatever, that hookah thing, with the pipe and the string. And around his neck is the slave thing that hooks up to Jabba's throne, as does the hookah, or whatever that thing is. But for now, he's holding it, right? And he's got the slave collar on his neck. So, and behind him is a Jabba the Hutt. It's not complete and it's empty, but it's a candy container, the top of it. So I don't have Jabba yet, but I have that. So these, this actually, I opened this up. I bought this Salacious Crumb was sealed. And I have the baggie still, which we'll see in a moment. Him and the pipe, hookah, whatever, collar thing. So in front of behind the variants are some sealed PVC figures. I'm just going to put them down here for a moment. The figures. The 4 of them are California Raisins, sealed. I think they're from like 88 or something. They come with little cards. And they were sold at, I think it was Hardee's. Likewise, so yeah, there they are. The next three, I believe, were also sold at Hardee's. Manufactured by Applause, who manufactured a number of PVC figurines. Anyway, these are Tang mascots. Lips with bodies. It looks a bit like a ripoff of, the Rolling Stones logo. Like they stuck it on a whatever body. All right, we've got 7 minutes. Let's bang this out. What's on the wall there? I can stand up. Atop this Vader case is a picture of me on Christmas Day receiving that Vader case for Christmas. So that would have been, a long time ago. Oh, I'm not going to make the obvious joke, right? Next to that, pinned to the wall, it's in a baggie. It's an old Return of the Jedi multiplication workbook for grades 2 through 3. Maybe we'll take a closer look at it sometime, but for now, there it is. And what's awesome is someone found this on the ground and gave it to me. Actually, I gave them money for it because it was worth it. And anyhow, it was in a box of some modern Star Trek role-playing game or something. I don't know what, but that was in the top of it when you open the box. So we got to speed this along. A card back for that Skiff disguised Lando. Pretty cool. And a card back for the Imperial Guard. Next up is a sealed Topps Empire Strike Back giant full color photo card. 1 card per pack. Got that there. There's the Rancor card. There's the pack of sealed Return of the Jedi trading cards with the Ewok Wicket on it. There's several variations of the packaging. And last but certainly not least, this sealed Wicket the Ewok collectible eraser from back in 83. Pretty nifty. So that's my Star Wars collection. Some of it's the last final thing actually. There's these 3 are what the Salacious Crumb and his Jabba's accessories came in. I opened it because it was cheap enough, and I really wanted him on display, right? So next up is the actual final item, this Kenner mail-away baggie. That's how I received it. I didn't open it. I don't know who was in it, but that's pretty cool to have anyway. So anyway, that's almost it. One last thing. So the final thing, actually, just in case you were wondering, the music that played in this video, it's it's kind of hard to see. It's highlighted in blue. Everything from this upward. This cool Julian, blah, 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 I'm walking. There's a band called Nirvana. Not the, a Finnish punk band from 1980, not the more known one. Anyway, if you want to know anything. If you want to, if you're curious, pause it and look at it or whatever. Check them out. I don't think this getting played over the speaker into a camera did them justice, but whatever. So that's not, so there it is, 75 Star Wars figures. In the weeks and months to come, hopefully I'll be adding to it, and we'll see that later on. Anyhow, actually, the final thing wasn't that. It was, the final few things are to thank you for watching this video and to wish you well and say bye-bye.